I apologize if you hear me coughing at all. I'll get the camera turned around in a second. I do have to pop open my laptop. But hello, as the, also before I start, I am sick. If you can't hear it in my voice has been cracking quite a bit, and I just haven't really, it's been hard to speak. So, either way, I figured I would come and do some sewing with you guys, because I have a lot to catch up on, as the description says. So, I've got some tail tops right here, some pieces, tail bottoms, and the final piece. So that's all stuff that still needs kind of cut out and whatnot, so we will start there. I need to find somewhere to set up my phone. I think I'm gonna go the duct tape method today. Duct tape method is just easiest. This bad boy turn around. Is it gonna turn around? There we go. Hi. Yeah, like I said, I'm sick, so if I look gross, I apologize. So, gonna get my laptop up so I can actually see comments and post this places. Come here, trash can. YouTube. Where you at, though? Switch account. Okay. I wonder if I always make this difficult on myself. Here we go. Volume down. Great. Getting this up on my Telegram channel. I think that should be good. I don't think I'm going to post it to Twitter. I don't really care enough. I'm gonna pop something else open. Just so I have something to listen to. What are we feeling? I don't want to play music because I feel like if I play music it's gonna get fucking copyright struck. I need something long. Don't take that the wrong way. I like crime documentaries, so we're gonna go with this one. Blink.
For something that I'm gonna get for free in a weekend. Well, there's a
If this is too loud, I can always turn it down. Okay, I'm back. Get my little shit away. I need that. Highly recommend, if you're like me and you have just a bunch of shit on your desk at one time. Hi, Rio! It's fine, you can barely hear it good, because neither can I. I'm so stuffed up. Oh, what was I saying? If you're like me and you have a bunch of shit on your desk, get a little container for it and shove all your little shit in a container, and then you don't have to worry about it. Ugh. God, this girl's voice is annoying as hell. God, my sense of smell is like so fucked up right now. Like, I can smell that somebody's having a campfire, and I know it's a campfire, but I can only vaguely smell the smoke. And it just smells like burning cow poop. And I hate it. Go do crafting! Craft with me. Oh, I gotta make 2 tails for this project. I feel really bad because I told the guy that, like, I'm sorry it's taken so long. I don't really know what the holdup is. I've been trying to get work done and I just haven't been able to. And it's a lot of personal stuff, and he seemed pretty understanding, and I figured to make it up to him I was going to offer 2 tails. One that's attached to the bodysuit, and the other one that's just solo for wearing it as a partial. I need something different. And he seemed okay with that. So that's kind of me making it up to him. Come on, X-Acto knife. Get out of there. Try a different knife. Nope, that ain't it either. And I ran out of blades. I wonder if I could sharpen this one. I haven't, because I am afraid of doing that. I have seen it done though, and I've offered, like, advice on doing it. I had a friend in my fursuit whip chat who was like, this fursuit has 9 tails, I don't know how to arrange them, and I was like, honeycomb. And I think they wound up doing the honeycomb, and I think it worked. So, I mean, I hope it worked. It's just a lot. It's very heavy, is the thing. Another friend actually just made, she's got a fursona that's like, it's like a fairy dragon, and it's got this, like, really fat, bug-like tail. And she made, like, an inflatable inside for it. Like a beach ball. She made her own shaped beach ball for inside this tail. And it kept it really light and, like, not impossible to wear for long periods of time. Because if that was completely stuffed, that would have been, like, 2 or 3 pounds. It was that big. Which 2 or 3 pounds of stuffing doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're wearing it in a fursuit for, like, 10 hours, it's a lot. So, beach ball, fursuit tail, very cool. I don't have that kind of confidence. I think that's definitely doable. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen somebody do it like that. I probably have. I mean, different sections sewn into things is like how I make my hair pieces. So I've got this, I've got these pieces that I traced out, and there's 2 for each, a front and back. So those get sewn and lightly stuffed, and then I sew this edge completely closed, and then it's sewn into the seam on the top of the fursuit head to keep it in place. So I think maybe that might be what you mean. If not, then I don't know, and I'm sorry. My brain is working at like half capacity today. This exact minute before I strap myself on it. God, this girl sounds like a squeaky toy. Jesus Christ, why would you scream like that? Isn't she just so annoying? What's going on? There's like a video with it too. Oh no, there's not. Holy shit! That's hilarious. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That guy got tased. Oh, there's a piece of tinsel in my fur. Oops, I don't know if I can play that. That's a gun. YouTube, don't nuke me. Oy. Scooch my chair in. Of course I scooch into my fucking pants need to come up. Gucci. So many pieces. Okay, yellow's done. Mm. Blue. Hello. Need to sharpen this. Hope that worked. Ooh, it worked. Ooh, she's sharp as hell now. Hey, that's what I'm fucking talking about. I need more friends in my stream. I hate to be that guy, but like and subscribe. I want to try to get more followers. Jesus Christ. I cannot talk. I said I want to try to get more followers on this channel. Sometimes I feel like I need speech therapy because I am just... my speech is just going down the darn tubes. The tubes! Are knives better than scissors? Yes and no. It depends. Like, I can cut certain things with scissors better than knives. Like, this piece, for example, my fur direction is going this way. So I would prefer to cut these edges where the fur is coming up with a knife versus this bottom edge where there's no fur coming up. It's going, you know, this way. I would prefer to cut this with a pair of scissors because it's a cleaner edge and it's easier. And I don't have to accidentally damage the fur like I would up on these edges. Sometimes for very, very small details, I'll use very, very small scissors, and those work better. But for the majority of my cutting, I use a knife. Uh-oh, F? Why F? F's in chat. And here I will do exactly what I just described and cut this with scissors. This is also super helpful on tails because these edges where I cut with my scissors are usually where my bases get sewn to because it's the base of the tail. So it's easier when it's a nice clean cut because then I'm not like fighting it and it's not getting fucked up while I try to sew my base to it. When you use scissors, I do recommend taking the point and like kind of pushing through up against your fingers, like underneath the backing, so that the blade of the scissors goes between the fibers and not cuts through the fibers. And now all that's cut out and I gotta comb it. Goodbye, scraps. What? I also like scissors for like if you can kind of see that like scraggly bit on the top right by my knuckle. I like scissors for cutting those off because it makes it cleaner than trying to go back in with a knife. Just brush the fur out of the way. That's kind of how I feel about it too. Like, I always feel like, oh, I'm gonna stream, and it's just an inconvenient time for everybody. Like, I shared it to my local furry group, but the local furry group is at a meet today that I couldn't attend because I'm sick. So it's like, well, there's a few people who would have joined but didn't because they're doing stuff. I also just have a hard time, like, sitting down and watching videos. It's easier for me to sit and listen to videos. Like, I've got a video playing in the background, obviously. But unless it's something, like, with sound that I can get really invested in, it's hard to watch. That's just kind of how the ADHD function. And most of the time I'm trying to do my own stuff too while I listen to videos, so. But I do like co-streaming, I think is the word I want to think of. Where it's like we're all streaming at once and we can just pop in on each other and be like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? But it's hard for me to do that too when most of the time Tyler is home and it's like it's hard to talk on the phone and get into calls and watch streams when he's home. So I mostly do it when he's gone, which is not often. He's gone today. He's at a party. I wish I could have gone to that meet though. They're at it's called Toledo Sportsway, and it's like mini golf and go-karts and baseball cages. And it's like actually really fun, and I wish I could have gone, but obviously here I am, sick, unable to attend, which makes me the big sad. Because I would be there right now otherwise. Ew. I know Skype used to be able to do it. Like, I genuinely miss the days of Skype. That was, like, peak friendship group chats. And I genuinely, I miss those days so much. Because we could all stream, we could all turn our cameras on, and whatever, and talk to each other, and it was great. The one thing, like, I do enjoy that Discord has the multiple rooms function, but at the same time I kind of hate it, because it's just like, everything is everywhere, and it's hard to pay attention because there's just so much going on versus one continuous stream of a chat, where, like, yeah, you gotta scroll up, and there's personal problems intermixed with, like, success, and, like, happy shit, and it's just, I don't know. I think one chat is easier. I never had the Messenger or Yahoo. Like, I had a Yahoo account for my email, but I never used the Messenger feature. I think it was really clunky and I hated it. I've never thought of that. The inbox. I usually just see the little unread notification on the servers, and I click them and I go through the channels. And I just read everything. other thing too is like I'll be in a server and see somebody talking in a different channel, and I feel like I'm just witnessing it happen, and I'm not allowed to say anything, even though I totally can. It's like, oh, this isn't my conversation, I'm just here for it. Damn, I wish I had another Coke. I think I might have one in the fridge. I don't want to. Man, this is a really inconvenient time for me to, like, become tired. I'm getting tired. I'm not gonna quit. I'll be okay. But I am kind of the big sleepy. I not not on the MSN thing, but I vividly remember changing like my YouTube profile theme, and it was the most obnoxious, like, scene kid, hyper eyesore fucking colors. Black background, hot pink, lime green, electric blue, bright purple, like on the text and the buttons and shit. Those were the days, was YouTube and getting to customize your channel like that. I fucking miss that shit. New YouTube sucks. Sucks big time. I remember. Yeah, dude, I fucking remember. That was the shit. Alright, who's hungry? Come get your fluffs. Just kidding, it's going in the trash. What's going on with this court case? They said his back was to them. Oh, that's so funny. That guy's so dumb. This is that court case from, I believe, last year where the guy in Wisconsin drove through a crowd of people at a Christmas parade, and he's playing that I'm a sovereign citizen card and trying to get away with it because he's a sovereign citizen. And it's like, no, fucker, you killed people. You get to go to jail. And you get to get, I don't know, death penalty for being a dummy. Throws up, yeah, don't throw up the hairball. You should sew all your fur scraps that still have the backing together. Listen, I implore you to look up carpet sample fursuit. I'm not gonna make another one of those. Maybe I'll keep this. I think I have a Coke in the fridge, so I might put Coke in that cup. Yeah, if you haven't seen Carpet Sample, go look at Carpet Sample. There's lore. There is lore there. So Carpet Sample is, if you don't feel like looking up the history for it, it's this guy who is a plushophile, which means that he likes having sex with stuffed animals. And he took all the stuffed animals that he had sex with and cut them apart and made a costume out of it. Did he wash those? No, he didn't. And he never washes this fursuit either. And what he does is he stalks around conventions and, like, stands uncomfortably close to people, and I've been told that you can smell him, like, 30 feet away. It's bad. It's so bad. You're learning about Carpet Sample. That's all I can say. Arcade carpet suit. There is, Can Fur, which is a Canadian fur company, has come out with, arcade style fur, and it's very cool. It comes in a long variant, a short variant, and a minky. Oh no. Yeah, it's McFucked. I don't know how else to say it. I'm gonna start pinning these together. I'm gonna do the tail first. Just because tails are a little bit easier for me. I mean, the hair pieces are gonna be easy too, but I should probably get the base patterned up as well. But I'll do that later. Why did I just suddenly develop a cough when I have not had a cough this whole time? Like, why? Why did this have to come about? It's not fun or cool or nice. Yeah, it probably is because I'm talking more. That's a fair point. I just like to talk. I have lots of things to say. Yeah, Can Fur, makes some really gorgeous stuff. I actually have their Glacier Blue fur, and it's one of the candidates for my personal fursuit when I get around to making her. So, you might see it. The only thing about Can Fur is that it's a little more expensive, especially shipping to the United States. Like, I put in an order for that Glacier fur, and they quoted me, like, I think it was $40 to ship, and then they had to send me another invoice because it was more expensive when they got to the post office, and I was like, eek! The shipping wound up being more than the fur, or at least very comparable. But it's super good quality. Like, I'm excited to use it. One. I don't know how to help you. I'm sorry that you gassed yourself. Rest in peace? I don't know. Maybe I should make some honey tea. I think maybe that would help with my throat. Dude, I saw that. I have been waiting for that video for like a month. I actually watched it today. I completely forgot how bad the Balto 2 animation was. It's bad. It's really bad. It was absolutely a cash grab, but it still holds such a nostalgic place in my heart. Like, that was one of those movies that I vividly remember, like, I think I had a copy. Either that or I had rented it from the movie store. Vividly remember being in our first house and laying on the couch watching it on the TV and like falling asleep to it. I remember bringing it to friends' houses and watching it and having friends come over and watch it. And it was just a good time. Very, very nostalgic for me. But damn, was it bad animation. Also, horny bird. Very, very horny bird. Yeah, there was a second Balto. There was a third Balto. It had better animation as well as a more true to the first movie art style. Not necessarily so much with like the vivid emotional color schemes in the backgrounds, but more so like the shapes of the characters definitely were refined for the third movie. I think the third movie had more of a coherent story too, but it was still really like boring. I don't really like movies with musical numbers in them unless they're really good. Like Centaur World, incredible musical numbers. Very fucking good. I think My Little Pony also had a lot of really good musical numbers, but the Balto trilogy, yikes. Like the first one didn't even have any numbers in it. It had the song at the end, but that was it. And it was, I mean, all 90s movies had fucking songs at the end. I'm missing the chat, I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? You're right. The Who Are You song absolutely fucking slapped. I replayed the fuck out of that scene, like on YouTube and whatnot too. Oh, it was great. Good times were had with that particular scene. He accidentally got the French movie? That's hilarious. Sometimes different movies, like different language versions are better. Like if you've ever watched Bambi 2 in French, it's very good. The music in that one, like the songs and whatnot, are very good in French. on the topic of Bambi 2, I'm kind of on one on nostalgic movies. I can appreciate that Disney had musical numbers in the original Bambi, but it wasn't the characters singing. It was like background music being played, and they kept that theme in the sequel instead of having the characters singing. So, thanks Disney for that. Also, fuck you Disney, because I think you're coming out with a live action Bambi, and I think that is sacrilegious and should not happen. In fact, fuck you Disney. Dude, that song is so sweet. Like, okay, Bambi's music really was just genuinely good. That was another one of those nostalgic movies for me. I had the Disney, the Black Diamond VHS, which I think was like one of those like re-releases, but it had like special features and shit on it, which was always neat. We had a lot of the Black Diamond Disney movies, actually. I think Fox and the Hound had a couple of musical numbers, but they weren't like terribly prominent. It was kind of how Bambi did it, where it was just a song and not the characters. But then they fucking came out with the sequel, and it was literally Dogs Go to the Grand Ole Opry, and it was certainly a time. Not a bad sequel though. God, I think Lady and the Tramp was like that too, where they just gave it musical numbers to fill space. Three. Oh, I agree. The April Showers one, peak music right there. Yeah, I didn't like the singing dogs. I feel like that kind of really took away from the Fox and the Hound themes. And then it's like, where the hell does that fit into the story of the original? You know? Like, those are separate characters. That is a different universe. They marveled. They Marvel universed those fucking characters. And yeah, there was only one Fox and the Hound sequel. Yeah, that's definitely fair. Certain movies with musical numbers, it has to be done right. Like, I want to go into that movie knowing that there's musical numbers. If it's in the previews, that's kind of like the make or break for me, in a way. Like, oh, it's gonna have shitty musical numbers. I might not want to see it. But, every so often, I catch myself singing the... I don't know what the song is called, but it's when Charlie goes to heaven. Jesus Christ. We got fucking yee trucks going by out there. When Charlie is singing with the Whippet Angel, and like I just remember that song every so often and hum it in my head. Oliver and Company too, very fucking good music. Oh. Yeah, the fucking yee trucks. It's like what, 9 o'clock? Every night at like 9 o'clock, this fucking truck goes by in in their big fucking jacked up Cummins diesel type truck, and it's like they must be getting off of work, but also you're an inconvenience to the main street. Get out of here. And dude, why should I worry? Banger of a fucking song. Absolute banger. Oh, I don't have many clips left. I'm probably not gonna attempt to clip these. I might actually hand sew some of this. God, this guy has such a dumb defense. He's like questioning this girl who's on the witness stand and saying like, oh, well, if you don't recall all of the details of me hitting your group of friends and family in my big red SUV, then how do you know that the SUV was even there at all? And it's like, you dumb motherfucker. Do I want to use black thread or do I want to use white thread? I can probably just use black. Just because I'm not intending on cutting this anyway. I tied it in a knot. You don't have no integrity. Motherfucker, you ran over a crowd of people and killed people. What do you mean, no integrity? Fuck off.
Presentation by addressing one of Brooks's core contingents. Just on the off chance there might be a single color who wouldn't recognize it to be ridiculous on its face.
You've watched these proceedings and you've noticed as we sit at our prosecution table, we don't have a client at our table. But rest assured, we do represent someone. We represent the people of the state of Wisconsin. It's an entity. I can't bring it to the courtroom. People enact laws. People want to feel safe. People have representatives in Madison or Washington, D.C. that set standards, rules that we all are expected to live by. Derek Brooks does not represent anybody. He does not have a client. Derek Brooks is the client. Derek Brooks is the defendant. The state of Wisconsin is the plaintiff. It's really that simple. And it's consistent with any other criminal case you've ever heard about at any other time in any other jurisdiction. It runs the same. Why did this happen? What was he thinking? Why did he do this? Those are things I don't necessarily have to prove to you. His intent, I do have to prove, and I submit without any doubt there's overwhelming evidence that this is an intentional act by Darrell Brooks and an act of utter disregard for human life. He plowed through 68 different people. 68. How can you hit one and keep going? How can you hit two and keep going? How can you hit three and keep going? Didn't face him a bit. He kept going until he got to the end, and there was no more bodies to hit. Nicole White, our first victim, walking with Remax and hot air balloon.
Hand sewing is so relaxing, by the way. Remember the old days of getting one big poster board for sleepovers? No, but we did that at the Asheville Geet-Up, and it was great, and that was just a good time. I would recommend doing that again. But I didn't really have too many, like, big sleepovers. My stepdad was not a kid liker, so I never really had, like, a bunch of friends over. I may have gone to a few big sleepovers, like, for birthday parties and whatnot, but that was kind of it. Oh, that's not good. That's a yikes. That's how you burn your house down. Oh my god. Fucking kids. That's why my stepdad didn't like kids. Ooh, I kind of want to see this fucked up car. Did they show the fucked up car? Oh, yeah. Ooh. Ooh, that's big fucked. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I hope this motherfucker rots. Oh my god, I can't tell you the amount of parties that I've left because I just got, like, the autistic anxiety. Like, not me hiding under the tables and, like, behind shit because people scare me. Rio, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why? Why would you do that? That is quite fucked. You would never have caught me doing that shit. Hell no. That's funny as fuck though. I wish I had like a GoPro that I could just put on my forehead and aim down so that you guys could see what it is that I'm doing, because I know over there you can't see what I'm doing. It's not a good angle. Maybe I should have put my camera over here. Maybe next time. Rio, are you okay? Are you alright? Do you need like retroactive CPS for yourself? What the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend huffing phosphorus. Maybe that's why you like blacklight art right now. Like, maybe that's what set your artistic standards. Good lord. Yeah, I was a goody two-shoes type kid. I didn't try to get involved in trouble because I was, like, too afraid to be in trouble. Like, I never really got in trouble anyway. I just didn't want to be in it, regardless. But now it's like, looking back on it, I should have been a little bit more of a spoiled, rotten fucking kid. Like, that was a prime opportunity to act the fuck up, and I didn't. And now it's like, damn. Would've been cool. Alright. I think from here I can start putting.
Any further adjournments? Another interruption.
Rio really said, burn this fucker down. I agree. I should probably check my telegram. Home's talking. Ah! Fursuit! Aww! The babies! Damn it, and I missed it. I could have been there today. I wonder if my boyfriend has texted me. Oh god. Oh, he did. Oh no, it's my mom. Aw, she's feeding her ducks. My mom has these ducks that come back every year and like live on her property. And she sent me a picture of them being fed. She says she's determined to befriend them. I'm proud of her. I need a property. I need a house. I need somewhere where I can have ducks and geese free roaming my land. Just like, come hang out. Come vibe. I'll feed you oats. I'll feed you grapes and grass. Honk. The choo-choo train is going by. Wow. I think one of the things that I missed the most about living at my mom's was, she lived more out in the country than I do right now. I mean, she still lived, like, on the outskirts of town, like, literally within walking distance, but her house was surrounded by cornfields and little patches of woods, and anytime the train would go by, which the train was maybe half a mile down the road, train tracks, the train would go by at night, and all the coyotes in the area would start singing. There was one day where a deer got hit on the road right in front of our house, and it was in our front yard, dead. I had to walk by it to get on the bus. But the night it was hit, we should have dragged it to the back, but we didn't. The night it was hit, we left it there, and we were gonna fuck with it in the morning. And overnight, like, I got up to go get a drink or something, and out of the front windows, I noticed that there was a pack of coyotes just going to town on this dead deer, and I was like, well, that's interesting. So in the morning when I had to get on the bus, I had to stand next to it, basically. It was like 10 feet away from the driveway. I had to stand next to it, and my bus driver had to see it, and it was just really awkward. Just rural things. I know. Where I live now is kind of a small town. I mean, we have like a population of 1,500 people. And it's cute. I like where I live. I just don't like having neighbors. I don't like the neighbors that just moved in across the street. I say just moved in. They've moved in like... They've been there for about 3 months now. Oh! Ouch. My bad, I kicked the table. The parents fucking scream at their kids all day. The kids are loud as shit. They have these shitty fucking vehicles that they've parked out front. And we got yelled at for parking out front because it's technically business parking. The lady downstairs who runs her business, I guess, complained to our landlord, because our landlord is also the downstairs landlord since they own this whole building. Like, she complained that we were parking on the street and in front of her business. And yet, these fuckers keep parking on the opposite side of the street in front of other businesses in their shitty fucking cars that leak all over the pavement, various substances. There was one day where Tyler and I came home, and I parked in my usual spot out front. This was before we got yelled at. And the mom was standing outside, and the 12-year-old, I'm just guesstimating ages, the 12-year-old boy was playing outside with the 4-year-old boy, and the 4-year-old boy was down in front of his parents' truck, like, popping out from behind the front bumper at oncoming traffic. There were these motorcyclists that drove by, and they fucking, like, to make sure that they didn't hit that fucking kid. Like, you're really gonna let your fucking kids play on a busy fucking highway? Which, granted, it's only 25 through town, but we get semis. We get big trucks and work vehicles and all kinds of traffic. You're really gonna let your fucking kid play in the goddamn road? How shitty are you? So they're always yelling at their kids. This mom, every time I've seen her outside, she was just fucking yelling, and I've heard the dad yell before too, but I don't really see him as often. It's just really annoying. Like, I'm not trying to live in a town where people move in and make it a trashy atmosphere. Like, she was yelling at them today too, and it was maybe like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe a little earlier. And, it was busy today. Like, the businesses downstairs were fucking popping off. And she was just out there screaming at her fucking kids. And it's like, why? Grow the hell up. Your kids are gonna be, like, deranged. Your town's population is more than my town, so you have that at least. Maybe I will move my camera, because I want y'all to see what I'm doing. Yeah, we're going on an adventure. My messy craft room, I'm sorry. I think that'll be better. better. This isn't a particularly flattering angle for my face, but you know what? It's better for you guys to see what it is that I'm doing. So, this is kind of a tight spot for me to machine sew. So I'm just not going to machine sew it. I'm hand sewing it instead. So I'm going to go as far as this thread allows me to go, which is probably only another couple of inches. And then I'm going to rethread and do this side and do the same thing. And then I'll just machine sew the rest. At least on this angle you can see my fur wall. That's a good backdrop. I should have thought of that before. I've got a camping trip coming up soon. I believe we're leaving on the 24th, I think. And I cannot wait to take some sewing stuff and do some sewing by the campfire. That's gonna be so nice. The last couple years that we've gone, I've taken a big tail, I've taken hand paws, I've taken feet paws. It's just relaxing. Like I said earlier, I wish I had a property. And, because if I had a property, I would be having I would be having campfires. And I would be sitting out there, having my little relaxation time, maybe with like a cup of hot chocolate and doing some little sewing. Yes. So I actually had some old fursuits of mine that were just so bad and irreparable that before I moved out of my mom's house, I threw them in the burn barrel, and ooh, they were gone fast. I sit far enough away that it doesn't really, like, we don't build huge fires. We build, like, little fires just kind of for warmth and for cooking on. And, I've had embers from bigger fires, like, hit me in the leg and melt my pants, and that hurts like a motherfucker. But I haven't actually had anything hit the pieces of fur that I'm working on. But they definitely do go up fast. The heads that I threw into the burn barrel were gone in less than a minute. The foam melted so fast. The fur melted equally as fast. It was bad. I actually did think about bringing the cross-stitch stuff because it's little. It would be easier. Oh my god, I've never had an empanada. But, I wanted to do this local event. I'm still waiting to hear back about my vendor's license to be able to go to this event. But I need some stock, so the cross-stitch might be something that I take with me for the camping trip. So when we're sitting and chilling, I can do my, do some stock building. Because that's really easy. I just have like a little tote, like a flat tote that would easily come with me on that trip. Our truck gets packed pretty damn full. But that would fit. I usually bring stuff to draw too. can't move these around. Okay, so I am here with my little seam. I'm gonna go make a cup of tea and come back because my throat is starting to hurt really bad. Oh shit, my laptop's about to die too. I'll plug that in while I'm up. Gotta find my cord. I will return. Okay, I'm back. Tea. I gotta plug my loopy toop in. Oh my god, I have so many fucking cords. She dying on me. Let's see if I can't get that behind. And plugged in. If you want all manner of fur in your nose and in your eyeballs and in your pores and in your ear holes and your mouth, then by all means, it's soft, but sticky. It sticks to everything. Also, I have Peppy Mint with a butt ton of honey in it, so if this bitch does not work for my throat, I'm just gonna scream, and I'll lose my voice. I'm gonna let it cool down for a minute because it's kind of too hot. I'm not trying to burn my throat off. Kind of chilly in here. Aw, fursuit photos. Alright. Back to it. Think out. I'm trying to do as much hand sewing as I can. Before I pull out my machine. My machine is actually behind my phone. There's a lot of stuff in the way. So it's gonna wait a minute. I have some hand sewing to do. Oh, are we on a different case now, or did it autoplay? I wonder if it autoplayed. Oh, this is 48 hours. Interesting. Well, I'll let it play. I like the background sound. Actually, wait. I don't want it to get copyrighted. You know what? Actually, I don't care. Fair use. Hot, but tasty. Ooh. I think that's enough. And I can move that one down later on. Can't hear it anyway? Okay, good. I can only vaguely hear it, so it's like, it's enough background noise for me to not get, like, bored. Also, I got this in Asheville at the Geet Up. It's color change, so it turns, like, this dark turquoisey color when it goes cold. So when it's hot, it turns purple. And it's got little mushrooms on it. Mushrooms and ferns. And I saw it at the Starbucks inside the off-brand Kroger. And I was like, I have to have that. So I got these. Still fucking hot. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know fucking with the camera would be that loud, so I apologize. Once I do drag my machine out, I will say something, and, I'll let you know so I don't kill your eardrums. I mean, I hope you can hear me well enough. I hope my microphone isn't, like, shitty. I always worry about that. Ouch. I needled myself. I'm sorry. I didn't want for you to do the fork in the garbage disposal. That was never my intention. Oh my god. The dubstep days. Is this fucking cool enough yet? Can I drink my damn tea? No. It's still hot. Ooh, I'm glad I caught that. Sometimes my needle likes to tie itself in knots, like around my thread. It's supremely annoying. Like, the thread will wrap around the needle in a certain way where when you pull it back, it, like, ties a knot in it. And then it's a pain in the ass because you have to pick that out because that will not go through your fabric. Ugh, get out of there. That's not the right way. There was one day where I had a stream, like, a couple years ago, and this happened, and I literally spent 20 minutes trying to get this fucking thing undone, and then I just gave up, and I cut it, and I started up a new thread. But I know how to solve the problem now, and I will not be defeated. And she's fixed. Ooh, I've only had like 3 sips of that tea, but I can already feel the honey working in it. I put a fuck ton in. I put in like a whole tablespoon's worth of a squeeze. If I was gonna have honey in it, I was gonna have a bunch. Fuck it. Oops. Wrapped it around my fingies. I have no idea. It might be processed. 1 second. Great Lakes honey. Oh my god. I guess it's processed. It's the Great Lakes brand of honey. It's good. I found that it doesn't crystallize as fast as like regular like bear honey. Also, that bottle is so easy to squeeze. The bears are hard. It doesn't actually say filtered, like, anywhere on the bottle. So, I'm just going to assume it might be raw. I feel like if it was raw, then it would say that it's raw. But it does not. Okay. I, like, went to check my notifications and my fucking thing, like, disconnected. I think I'm back, though. Well, that answers that question. Yeah, I get annoyed when it crystallizes, because then it's like, it don't come out. I gotta jam a spoon in there and scoop it. And I don't have the patience. Oh yeah, that's true. Where the bees get it is completely different. um, this is Great Lakes. So the bottle said, or at least the description said, it's got florally notes reminiscent of Michigan summers. And you know what? I like Michigan, so we're gonna roll with it. Is there lavender honey? I bet that would be really good. I'm not sure what we've got up here. It probably is clover. Um, I'm not entirely sure what flowers in Michigan would really be attracting the bees. Well, that makes sense. God, I wonder if that would, like, give you a whole ass allergic reaction. Like, what if you were hyper allergic to the fucking local flora and you ate the honey and you just. Oops. Well, exactly. Just once. You get one opportunity. Maybe two if you're lucky. Oh shit. Tired. Oh god, it's like 10 o'clock. I didn't even realize. Huh. I don't know how long I've been going. Oh, 2 hours. Gee. I smell food. Somebody's cooking a late night meal. Um, especially if you have like an embroidery machine, you could do like embroidered patterns, like maybe little animal faces and whatnot on the bags themselves. Um, or like dumb furry sayings like if I don't know. That would be a good idea though. I mean, furry market is broad. Very, very broad. They will buy anything. Furries will buy sex toys directly casted off of animal penises, but that's none of my business. I actually have a pattern for a book bag that I wanted to try out. I think I posted it in the Ghost server. I want something to haul my laptop around in and take places. You know what I wish I could put on right now? I wish I could put on Hoarders. Oh god, did I just tie another knot in this? No, thank god. I have tried to watch Hoarders on Netflix and it just doesn't hit the same as watching it on YouTube. I don't know what the difference is. Like, obviously, Netflix would be easier, but I don't know, something about YouTube. Also, I heard that Netflix is going through with the one account per device rule, and I think that's incredibly shitty. Why do bears look like they have a single strip? Bears are plantigrade, which means that, like, I'm sorry, this is one of the furry topics that I am very enthused about. Humans are plantigrade, meaning we walk on our whole foot. Bears do the same. Even when they are on all fours, they still just walk on one foot. So they kind of do that weird shuffle where they don't really, like, bend their knees as much. Because they kind of don't need to. So, okay, well, you know what? This is my live stream. I'm going to inform the differences if I want to. But their awkward shuffle is really funny. I need to make a bear suit. In all my years, I've not made a bear. Okay, I think I'm going to cut this and do the machine sign for the rest of it. Do their ankles... No, I think their ankles move. They shuffle. It's a 400-pound animal. I don't blame them for their ankles not moving. There's a guy that I work with that's, like, also probably about 400 pounds, and he shuffles because he can't really move his ankles from his weight, so, you know. I don't blame the bears. They might not have evolved to be as hypermobile as, like, our ankles. If you feel like looking something up, look up squirrel ankles and wrists. Squirrels are really interesting. squirrels have like double jointed wrists and feet. Okay, I'm gonna move some things around and do a few minutes of machine sewing, so mute this stream for like a minute. I don't want to destroy your hearing. Tell me when you're muted. Going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. Everything's scotched. I need to put my hair up or something. I'm like, I had horrible fevers like all night, and off and on this morning. And I don't know if it's because I'm drinking hot drink or what, but like I'm fucking hot all of a sudden. I gotta put my hair up. It's getting too hot on me neck. Okay, much better. Probably the tea. You're probably right. Drinks it anyway. Oh, look, you can kind of see that it's starting to turn dark blue again, like up on the top. Very yellow in this light. Very concentrated. Okay. I'm gonna do the tails first. I don't know how loud this is gonna be, so if you wind up having to mute, I don't blame you. Okay, here we go. That might not be too loud. It's about as loud as me talking, at least, I think. Juan. I heard Discord ping. What's going on Discord? Oh, my friend graduated! That's awesome. She got her associates. I'm proud. Two. Okay, what the hell is this now? Cold Case Files Mega Marathon. And by me. Thanks, Annie, for supplying me with prime crime time. Hell yeah. big hair done. I just have to go over my seams again. I probably don't need to for the hair. I think the hair will be okay without it. I will for the tails, though. Pastry. I wish I had a good and tasty pastry right about now. Best I got. Tea. Oh. Well, like I said earlier, if you just want a mouthful of hair, by all means. Something went wrong. Try again. Huh. Did it disconnect? Have to retry. Something is wrong. Okay. Thanks, YouTube. I hope this keeps playing. I hope it's just on my phone. Okay, good. Yeah, I have like on my phone it says tap to retry, something went wrong, and it's like I don't know what went wrong. I can no longer see your messages on my phone. I can see them on my computer when I look over, but thanks, YouTube, you cuck. Okay, the tail sides are done. I might just finish up the tails. I'm gonna check my notifications super duper fast. Mom and ducks. Tyler hasn't messaged me. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any of the rest of the hair pieces pinned. I think I'm gonna hold off on those for the time being. Get these pinned up. This is gonna be so cute though. Look, it's a little rabbit tail. It's gonna be fucking adorable. Thick tea. What's funny is, so this bunny has the color palette of navy blue and like a banana yellow. And the first rabbit I ever made was also a lop-eared rabbit that was baby blue and like regular yellow. And I just think it's really funny that the second bunny that I make is basically the same but like the opposite variant. Funny how that works out. God, that one was a while ago too. I think that was like 2016 that I took that commission. I don't know if the person still has it. I don't talk to them anymore. I hope that they do. I tried to find them on Facebook and I just wasn't able to. Just not able to find them. I wonder the same thing, especially when I see fursonas with, like, really ugly color palettes. Obviously everyone has their preferences. I think sometimes people just don't understand color theory, or maybe they're just colorblind, and they think that those colors are different in their head versus on screen. Go eat, little baby. Go eat more fish. I had McDonald's at like 7, and I've kind of got the munchies again, but I don't really have anything to eat. No, okay, well, you know what? I'm sorry. Go catch more fish. Become hunter-gatherer. Okay, Walmart it is. The freshest catch that there is at the Walmart. Bastards. fuck that. Okay. Mm. Ah! Hello. Ooh. Hello, Sleepy. What is poppin'? I'm doing a little bit better. I actually just got some tea like a little bit ago, and so my throat feels better. I haven't really had much of a fever for the past, like, I don't know, since like 2 o'clock. So in that regard, I do feel better. I got a cough, but yeah, I feel good enough that I can work on stuff and not have to quit. Like, I'm tired, but I think it's because I've been up since like 6 and I slept like shit last night. Look. That's okay. You can sound like a mom if you want. I know I need to like go lay down soon. I've been going for like, oh, almost 3 hours at this point. So I'm probably gonna, once I get this pinned, I'm gonna sew these together and probably cut it after that. I'm very tired. And I don't know when Tyler's gonna get home. I don't want him to be like texting me and, where you at? I'm streaming. He wouldn't understand. Oh my god, get on there. God, that was a bitch. It's a... I'll pick this one up. Rabbit tail. For the one rabbit full suit that I'm working on. So I'm actually making two of them. One is going to be attached to the bodysuit, and the other one is going to be, have a belt loop base so that they can wear it like partialing. I kind of decided to go with that because I felt bad that I took too long. I've been taking so fucking long. Like, they've had this suit paid off for a while. So, it needs to get done. Damn, I'm like getting a hot flash. Why? That was kind of the one thing I was really dealing with last night was constant hot and cold flashes. Like, I went to bed at, I think maybe about midnight, and I woke up at 3 and I was like, God, it has to be 6. And I saw the clock and I was like, it's only 3. And for the next 3 hours until like 6:30, I was just constantly waking up and rolling over and couldn't get comfortable because everything hurts and I'm hot and I'm cold and oh, like Katy Perry trying to sleep. At one point, I think I was cold and I tried cuddling with Tyler and he touched me and he was like, ew, you're hot, go away. So, I'm hoping that's not what's starting up right now. My dude that be feeling like shit. I had the hot flashes all fucking morning too. I don't know if it's COVID. I didn't test for it. I know that I'm sick and that's that's it. It's kind of feels like when I had COVID, because it's like, normally when I get the flu, I wind up puking, and I haven't puked. Normally when I get a cold, I get really congested and, like, snotty and mucousy throat, and I get a cough, and maybe, like, a sinus pressure headache, but not really any, like, fever or body chills, but this kind of feels like a really tame version of COVID when I had it last year. So it hasn't been too bad. I think Tyler had it worse than me, but he's kind of a baby, so... Like, I love Tyler, but he can be a huge baby when he's fucking sick, and it's like... Okay, my dude. My dude with your man symptoms. Yeah, it definitely sucks. I wouldn't say it's bad. Like, it was bad last night, but it's not super horrible. The worst part about it is just the hot flashes. Like, I had him drive me to the post office this morning because I was like, I don't think I can drive. Like, I do not feel good enough to drive. What do you mean, boogers? Man cold. Yeah, it's fucking man cold. I itched my nose, Rio. Get out of here. Not picking my dang boogies. Not 5. Are you XDing me? Like some kind of elder emo? It's machine time. Don't XD me. That was the one thing that I really wanted to do that I, like, never got to do. I never got to go through an emo phase. Like, I had one, but the best I could do was wearing, like, dark clothes. Like, I didn't have any of the scene stuff. I didn't have any of, like, the emo kid stuff, like band shirts and, like, torn up clothes and the belts and the hair. Oh, I always wanted the hair, but I could never do it. And it's like, I really want to live in my emo phase, and I can't. Because Tyler doesn't like it. Yeah, that was kind of me too. I was definitely the weird kid in school with that regard. There was another girl though who was like more seen than I was, and I was always so jealous of her. And she went on to become like a weird Jehovah's Witness, so I don't know. It worked out for her somewhere, I guess. That's what happens when you're a 16-year-old girl in high school and you start dating 25-year-old men. Oh my god, I vividly remember her bragging about that one day, like, oh, I have a 25-year-old boyfriend. Girl, that's a pedophile. That's not a boyfriend, that's a sex offender. Those were the days of not thinking much about it. I'm sorry if that was a jump, I apologize. Yeah, there were a lot of predatory people, I feel like. I mean, you get predator people, like, everywhere, but I think the scene girls were very, very impressionable. I think after high school we didn't really talk to her that much because she just got like really weird. I think she wound up breaking up with that guy, but like I don't know, still just fucking weird. I think she was kind of racist too, but I could be wrong. It was a weird time. Oh yeah. I don't understand why she did that. Like, why would you want to become a Jehovah's Witness? Because I have another friend who, she came to our school in 8th grade and, like, she saw me and my weirdo friends sitting together at the table and was like, I'm gonna hang out with them because they look interesting and fun. Instead of, like, the popular kids. And, so she stuck with us. But she was a Jehovah's Witness from birth, basically. And she had never had a birthday party. Had never had a Christmas party or, like, Thanksgiving, Halloween, none of it, until she met us. And Rio, this is Stephanie we're talking about. Stephanie hosted a lot of fucking parties, and she invited this girl, and she always had to keep it on the down low for her parents because she didn't want to get in trouble for celebrating parties. But we were her first Christmas and her first Halloween and her first real birthday party, and it was a good time. Like, I'm glad that we could do that for her. Bland is right. She would get, like, on the days where they had school parties, like, you know, that classroom hosts a kid's Christmas or whatever, they would pull her out for that day and, like, not let her go. Or be told, like, hey, don't let her participate. For real. We give kids such unhappy fucking childhoods. Like, they have nothing to look forward to. I think that's really prevalent now. Like, kids can't even go to school without worrying about being shot the fuck up. Like, that's fucking horrific. And we as a society just continue to come up with the wrong solutions for it. Or no solutions. They took our guns! Oh, God. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't want kids either. Like, I genuinely don't enjoy kids, regardless. But I would not want to bring a kid into the world and have to face that. Like, we live in a fairly rural part of Ohio, at least in my case. Like, the Pemberville, Lucky area and whatnot. But still, I mean, they just took all of the little individual schools and combined them into one big school. It's like you're gonna get a bunch of weird fucking kids in that mega mix of kids. And they're gonna come from shitty backgrounds, and that's just too fucking scary. Or you're gonna have some ex-student come in and be angry about something, and it's fucked up. I'm not sure if I can talk about that on YouTube, actually. Even just the state of, like, politics right now. I wouldn't want to bring a kid into this. I just feel horrifically guilty. That's true. Yeah, it's gonna be a no for me for any day in the kid regard. Um, as for the sewing machine pedal, I don't know what advice to give. It's similar to driving a car. I can't do it with my left foot though. I actually tried a little bit ago because my right leg kind of went numb. So I tried with my left foot and no, it just didn't work. Back to using my numb right leg. My poor knees. One tail. What? Good night. I hope you had fun at the meet. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to my stream. I wish I could have gone to the meet. I felt like shit. I'm probably gonna end this soon too. Get these flipped inside out and combed and call it. I did good. I feel like I made good progress. Which, for being sick and it being late and for being really far behind on my shit, like, I did a good job. Yay me. Be proud of me. I'm probably gonna have to go over this again, but for now, get the chunkies off. Fluff. Yeah, I want to see more pictures. I need to see the babies. Goodbye, though. Have a good night. Get out of here, fuzzies. Alright, well, I'm gonna call that good enough. I got my 2 tails. I have 1 hairpiece done. I'm not gonna try to flip that inside out right now. But I did good. Thank you for coming to my stream. It was nice to have y'all. Yeah, as soon as this renders, I'm gonna make it public or whatever. And I gotta take photos of this shit when I'm done too. So, good night. Thank you. Like and subscribe. The usual dumb shit. How do I end this? Bye. Yeah. Is it the X button? Yes.